Is this one live? What in the fuck's going on?
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German hoof, Phelps?
Alright, there we go. Hello everyone, my name is Cameron and welcome back to your regularly scheduled nonsense, where today we're back with more of the AZ Platinum Challenge with some more LA Noire.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. If you fuck up
Where we're
on my
continuing where we
detail,
left off
I'll have you out of here before your
at the
feet
start
touch
of the arson desk. I don't have to work for another 3 or so hours, so I'm hoping...
We don't want a fucking rat like Phelps, can it, Tilden? Phelps,
Hoping...
I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get
Hoping
along
we get
just
through the
fine.
entire arson desk before I have to go.
Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Bronco, give me a hand. I got a hard case.
God, I hate this desk already.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Alright.
I'm praying that those prints...
Head out to go. Oh. Continue on with the game. I want to go here first.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Or look somewhere else.
Real shit, bro.
This is
Real
how
shit.
it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station with your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation.
God, I hate this guy. Sam is the heat hitter to the left of the burnt house. Okay. Hey, at least you guys weren't home.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. It's like the only thing they ever won in their lives. Come home with us.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry Lady's his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Remember the dead lady they found under the train? Solved the case. Put some bar fries.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Alright, looks like that's all I have to investigate. So you gotta talk to
Mr.
him.
Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. The lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. And my house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
What's with him?
You seen the papers? I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Go up here, use the game well.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks, ma'am.
Alright. And we'll go locations. The Sawyer House Fire next. I will specify, I did not end up doing the 5 stars on the other missions last night when I was at SmackDown. I was way too tired when I got back to the hotel, and I just kind of ended up watching some YouTube with Jesse for a little bit, and then we both fell asleep. So, I will
any other house fires?
be doing that
This is ours.
soon, though.
We get an average
But
of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
so yeah, I will.
Please!
Bro, really? Bitch, piss off. So yeah, I will be doing it soon to get those done, but it was just, I just, if you guys watched SmackDown last night, you know that it was kind of a chaotic episode. A lot happened, and, I have the entirety of the John Cena, did the entire John Cena promo at the end of the night where he did his pipe bomb on CM Punk, filmed the entire thing, have that unlisted on the channel because I want to be able to show friends and stuff like that without having to. It's like an 8 or 9 minute long video. I'm like, I can't just fucking send this to people on most apps. Like, it's gonna be a bitch. So I figured that'd be an easy way to do it, so I can just copy the link and send it to friends. But yeah, was honestly a fantastic night. Dream come true for me and Jesse. We got to see a lot of our favorite people that we've, grown up watching wrestle and do stuff tonight or last night. We got to see John Cena, which was really cool. I got some really good pictures of him. We got to see R-Truth, got a couple good pictures of him. We got to see Randy Orton, which was awesome. Got a couple pictures of him. Everything was just really fun for us, and it's this is now our 3rd wrestling show we've gone to, and each show we've gotten closer to the ring, and I was like, next time, what's next, right? I'm like, we got to get ringside, and then we got to be in the ring. But no, we had really good tickets, and it was really fun. it was great. Yeah, had a blast. But by the time we got back to the hotel at like 11:30 or so, almost midnight, we were both like, yeah, I don't want to play anything. I just want to relax. And our hotel only had like one set of plugs other than what like the TV for the actual place was plugged into, so both of us couldn't play anything anyway at the same time, so it's kind of annoying. But yeah, great time at SmackDown last night, and I'm gonna say this right now: if you've never gone to a live wrestling show, it's something I highly recommend. It is a lot of fun. It feels unlike most experiences I've experienced in my life, getting to see those shows live, especially as somebody who, growing up, I'd always wanted to go. And we never really had the money or the ability, and now that we have it, it's like, oh yeah, we've gone, and we've gone 3 times now in the last couple of years, and it's been a blast every time. You know, last time they were in Grand Rapids was before Survivor Series a couple years ago. The same year Jess and I went to WrestleMania, or SummerSlam when it was in Detroit. We ended up going to the Grand Rapids Raw show before Survivor Series, and that was when they announced that Randy would be back, and that was obviously right before CM Punk came back. Dude, I'm hitting everybody today. This is going to be a rough 5 stars if I get 5 stars. And then SummerSlam obviously was really fun for our first show. And then this one, obviously, we got to see Randy Orton, we got to see CM Punk beat down John Cena, we got to see John Cena's pipe bomb, which was, I think even if everything else from the rest of the show had stunk, if we'd gotten to see that live and everything, we still would have been like, yeah, this was definitely worth being here for. You know, regardless of what happens before the John Cena CM Punk stuff, that made it worth it being there. Like, it was like, okay, these are good fucking seats, we're really close and everything. We almost saw another cash-in by a women's wrestler. So when we went to SummerSlam a couple years ago in Detroit, Io Sky cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase and won the championship. And then Naomi tried to cash in last night, but Nia Jax stopped her and beat her down before she could cash in on Tiffany. But it was like, I'm like, oh my god, we almost just got to see another cash-in happen live? That would have been insane.
This is 11K. We'll handle the call at Main Street.
11K, you're 211.
There we go.
Hands off, I'm sick!
Nothing that a night in the tank wouldn't fix, bub. Now, where did they go?
What happened?
2 guys made off with about $1,000 in a paper sack. Vag says he saw him leave.
I'm right here, you know!
Not much of a witness.
Sir, you need to tell us where they went. Now.
They headed for the parking lot.
Hobos. It's a nice-ass car. Too bad I'm gonna fucking destroy it here in a minute. People, what the fuck are you doing?
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Doing my best here, buddy.
Get in close and steer him off the tar. I'll go for the tires. That ought to slow the son of a bitch down. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
What the fuck just happened? Dumbass fucking civilians, dude. Always gotta try to run in my way.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
How fucking close do you want me, brother? You were literally fucking tip to tip on your noses with them.
Wish me luck.
I would, but you're honestly pretty terrible at it, considering how close I've gotten you multiple times, and you keep fucking not doing anything. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I kind of saw it coming.
Quite a ride you took us on. Get out with your hands up.
I hope that that fucking car being destroyed doesn't fuck me on my 5-star. It's probably going to. God damn it. It's gonna suck.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about it.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Another one?
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, you get a couple of water heaters a month to go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Alright. So, first, we gotta go talk to the coroner. Jesus.
Wow. You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All dead from the looks of it. Well, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact would take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with the faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases. I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor. Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch up.
Stop! LAPD!
See.
We've got an ID on you, firebug. Stop right there!
No, you don't, motherfucker.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're naughty, aren't you, Herbert?
I
Why
keep
did you have to say
myself
it that
to
way?
myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the partner's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Bro.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance assisting any central unit. Identify.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Can you drive to this one?
Olive oil comes from...
The only thing I like about having the partner is I can make him drive me places.
11K, go ahead.
What's the situation? Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside. We don't want any civilian casualties, Biggs. Biggs! He's on the ground! On the floor.
Punk ass bitches. Almost died, but I made it. That's all that really matters.
You know the way. You can drive.
Continue the response.
Alright, there we go. Also, I apologize if the fan is a little bit loud. I honestly just have it on because my drive back was really warm, and trying to stay cooled down as much as I can.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
You mind if I take a look at that? Here they are. Steffens. The Sawyer family. Rosewood Avenue. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Bad cop on that one.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
How do they all act like $50 is like the fucking most money in the world? Unless I misunderstood what they were saying 50 about.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike.
Hopefully we can get through.
Any Century unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Yeah, why not? Where are we at for driving distance? 183. Alright, I'm going to keep driving just because I want to try to finish this out. Because if I can finish this out, then I don't have to drive anywhere else for the rest of the game. Alright. Oh my lord, there's so much distance to cover on this. I might only get through this fucking arson case, to be honest. I don't know why that Sawyer family one is still not done. Let me scroll through, see if there's more to do. Huh. I really hope this isn't like a big issue.
Cut it out!
You fucking prick. What I might do is I might just go back to the house before going to the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Make sure there's nothing else I might have missed over there. It seems like there's something I missed because it's not crossing it out.
Damn you!
Alright, fuck this. I'm turning the siren on. Fuck these idiots. They're getting in my way and they're pissing me off. So I might have to go back there, see what the fuck's going on, why it's not showing up, and then... Because the fire station's not showing up, and that feels weird. Because either it's told us to go to the fire station when we're done checking our leads.
Entry in a 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Oh shit. Bro got really fucked up.
I don't like the look of this.
You know the drill. Hand over your money to get used to breathing dirt.
All right, just take it easy. Quit waving that cannon in my face and let's talk.
We're done talking, understand? You got exactly 5 seconds. 1, 2.
LAPD! Try shooting someone with a gun of his own!
Senseless.
Punk ass bitches. Alright. Let's go statistics, where I'm at now. Should be just under 190. 188.07. 07, fuck. I had a little hiccup there. Alright, let's go to the Sawyer house fire. See what the fuck I missed.
You're behind the wheel.
Clearly I missed something. And I'd rather figure out what I missed beforehand.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God? All right. I guess I'm just gonna keep moving on and hope for the best. What a turn. This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
So Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
Lynch says we should visit Fire Station 32.
Oh, there we go. Now Sawyer's.
Who exactly is this
Cut
guy,
off.
Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
I don't know if I was supposed to go in and grab that paper or not, but I figured I would.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
Is the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Wait, hold up. No, that's in the middle. No. Middle.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Got the balloon to the right.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
There's 59. There's 60. Let's figure we'll check everything, you know.
If the skipper sees us driving around this, we're dead.
Why does he have like the same voice lines as the dickhead from the fucking Vice desk? Motherfucker, really?
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Alright. Yeah, looks like we might only get through this one today, as far as the arson desk cases go. Maybe I'll start the next one though. Before we do anything.
How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
61. $62.
Fine. But if the skipper sees us driving around this, we're dead.
Yeah, I don't know if there was any crossover between the voice lines from the other people, but this dude and the guy on Vice are the only two who have actually genuinely heard saying the same lines out of all of the fucking people in this game. Which either means that they were too lazy to give this guy his own genuine lines to say, or that it's just, this is the only time it happened to actually have a crossover where I heard the same lines from multiple different people. Who knows?
Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
I think you're lying, Rasek. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
What about Reginald Varley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasek?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. The housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
I was like, am I just blind?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Oh, lovely.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick. Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Wait, hold up. I'll go back in his locker.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
It doesn't appear to be connected.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice.
Right,
Mind
sure.
if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece. LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
What you really, really want. Alright, knowledge of Varley.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Right. Sure. Bad cop.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. They want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Interesting.
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
Back up.
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mudshark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
He really didn't, but alright.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Really shocking that the arsonist is not the arsonist in this case for arson. To Varley's work site.
Varley's on the run. He might be packing heat. He's wanted for murder. I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917.
God damn it. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to redo this case. This one might not be a 5-star case as well, unfortunately. And it's not even because of my bad questioning or anything, it's just because I keep crashing.
You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
So we got the World War I vet working with the World War II vet. That's actually pretty cool.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Good, David.
Come on, Varley! You can't keep running forever! Stop or I will shoot! Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess. You're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Alright, to Ryan's work site we go. Which is literally just on the other side. Are you fucking kidding me? I think that's really fucking funny.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
I'll just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said,
son of a bitch.
Yep, saw it coming. I like this actor though.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. He's in a company van and he's losing us, Cole. Some partner I got.
I hate a person because they dove in front of me because they're fucking stupid. So I'm just gonna wait and fail it. God damn, that took forever.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
I'll just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said,
son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Dude. Oh, these fucking AI, these civilians, I swear to God, they're so stupid.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
They'll get out of the way. They literally don't even get out of the way when my siren's fucking blasting in their face.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Lay into his wheel well, come on.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Agreed.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
How in the fuck did... Oh, this game is so stupid, man.
Jesus, what is he doing?
The tramp! Oh, Jesus!
Put your hands in the air!
And wave him like you just don't care.
Run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Agreed. And this should get me my last couple miles as well. So we should at least get a trophy out of this stream, so that's nice.
KGPL to any central unit. Meet the officer, a hit-run felony at 6th and Alvarado. Any unit able to handle code 2 identify.
We'll still be able to finish this case. I think we should only have one more... Should only have one more, street crime after this, too. It should be the second to last street crime. Oh, there's miles on the clock. So for the rest of this now,
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
all I have to do is let him do this. Should make it to where the cases go a little bit faster.
Jesus Christ.
Notify the coroner's office.
It's not often you get them this easy. Driver left his car behind and hoofed it.
Any witnesses?
None of them saw the crash, but by the blood, I'd say the driver can't be too far.
Did anyone see where the driver went?
I saw a guy run up that alley.
Just stay away from me, goddammit! I mean it!
Really?
Bart! I think we got our guy. Oh, give it to him, Phelps! Show him how it's done, partner!
Boom. Big right hook. I boxed in the army.
I only fell asleep for a second. I've never had any trouble like this before, officer. Never,
William
ever.
Shelton?
Oh, Christ. It's you. Look, you gotta believe me. I'm no criminal.
It's really funny that he's finding people that he found earlier in the game again. At this point, it's really funny to me. Yep. All right, we just got one more to go, and then we'll be done with all of the street crimes. So I think how I'm going to do it for the 5 stars is I'm going to get all but one of them done off camera, and then we'll finish the last one, whatever case I choose it to be, on camera, so the trophy pops on camera at least.
I have 2 suspects. Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Farley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Fucking crit.
Make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
That broad has socks in it. Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
All right.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company, how do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Wait, what? There we go. Okay, there it is. I just didn't see it.
The Heat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You'd just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
We'll leave
Sit
for now.
a moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
So I can go? Fucking moron.
I think his name is Phelps. Our man. The procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Farley.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Barley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Why are you lying to me, Barley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweep. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Sure you do, buddy.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
So we gotta go to Matthew Ryan's statement.
Ryan says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. He'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
I want to make money. You know you.
Oops. Fuck is the interview room? God damn it. Right here. There we go.
I could save all year and not be able to afford that. Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp by my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Fuck! It was 4 stars. Yeah, that fucking vehicle damage fucked me. Alright. Oh, it's Pacific Theater.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd. We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders, Sergeant. There's barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Well, we might actually be able to finish this case. It's pretty short. What the fuck? It's a lot of origami cranes.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
There he is. The cop in the papers.
There he is, the cop in the
You
paper.
should
Shut
be
the fuck up,
ashamed
bitch.
of yourself, young man.
Shut up, bitch.
Can you drive to this one?
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
Well, the new housing development is a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Seems irrelevant.
Do you have a name? Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
Be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch, he's the expert.
It doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Who?
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt it then.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
What are you doing?
The prayer effect is from the fire. Muscles and tendons contract.
You ever think
Find
about how
anything
many
interesting?
people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
Got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. Probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
You could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
Sure, it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. Things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You get this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Looks like the same model.
By Reginald Varley.
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you help me to find it.
Jesus Christ.
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive. Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. Their billboards, that Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. Then I find out they were still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Hold a piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
What?
For Elysian Fields developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Huh. Interesting.
What's going on?
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
If you have a message, contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads in the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Kelty has
All right.
warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed? Shame about Jep. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Want to bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches. You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart
fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Come on, then!
Being damn foolish.
We're gonna have to pat.
God!
Fucking idiots, man.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything to take a look at.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
I'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Very cheap.
If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get out.
This is actually pretty realistic too, as far as I know. A lot of houses were built after the end of the war, and they were built fairly cheap in some cases to try to get them up as fast as possible, and shit like this did happen.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. You don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
Ma'am,
We'd like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Damn. Raise beat the Tigers again, fuck.
Like a cigar. Drink, boy.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs, we're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boy.
Holy fuck!
How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybill.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. But I'm not familiar with that one.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Elysian Fields flyers.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
We've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Right.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
What's Elysian Fields' involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulation.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
You're lying, bro. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think they'd vouch for the buildings without selling?
Yes,
The
I do.
arsonist. You have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think. The contractors I use for waivers. Suppose it could be any of them. I have a list of their names if it would be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD.
Mm-hmm.
My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Your boss is a fine man.
Is it upstairs? No. No, it is not. Okay. Must be downstairs and outside then. Or it's through here.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, Detective.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks for your help.
I love the chase till the minute I win it. A beautiful face delivers love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby I'll bill it. 'Cause I always kill the things I love. Some
Buy me a drink, Cole?
No! Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that.
You're not gonna ask me why I'm here?
I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around it.
Is something quite other.
She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save the
about...
threats for someone who cares about the boy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
Kelty started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Earl. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
Officer, we have 103
11K, go ahead.
11K last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did, but I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time.
Huh.
For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
So we got Jack Kelso, a man involved in a morphine heist off of a boat, in some way, shape, or form, who works at California Fire and Life, who happens to be the person who's approving all of these Elysian Fields developments. Interesting. Very interesting. Almost sounds like somebody is being paid a big amount of money after coming back from the war to turn a blind eye to shoddy work. Unfortunately, that happens all too much in real life as well.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem.
Let's take a look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around. Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Here's one of the flyers.
Definitely gives him opportunity. I should advise the APB. He's clearly armed.
Holy cow. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
Oops.
I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole.
fucking God.
Don't lose him. See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down. Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. Get me closer to the driver's cabin. I'll plug Chapman. Look. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Punk ass bitch.
Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. We'll see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. Couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? We'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
That was a dumb joke.
What is it?
A letter from Luke. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You work for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help Miss Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He is a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to let him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
Five stars? Oh yeah, 5 stars. There we go. Nice. We're moving on to case number 3, House of Sticks.
Mr. Kelso?
That's what the sign on the door says, miss. There's no need to come into the office, Miss Licton. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
I don't accept the
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
Alright, so...
There's got to be more in these files. Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. Sorry for your loss. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
Alright. Gotta do
You
bad
want me
cop.
to reopen this case based on your woman's intuition? That isn't going to happen. Take the money.
I've already told you I do not want the money. There's something wrong with that house.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No,
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
we were family friends.
Bad cop again.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
You really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. Do you see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
Alright, and then motive for dispute.
So the roof collapsed. Accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
I'm intrigued, Miss Lichtman. I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case, Miss Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
The address. Not the phone number.
Is Kelso hitting on Cole's woman? Yep, he is.
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack. Upstairs. Come on, I'll walk you up.
Mr. Benson, you wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lichtman in the lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood. She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think.
She's the beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very
happened.
highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job. Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know I have the greatest confidence in you.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
Your car, Mr. Kelso.
Thanks, kid.
I think I am just going to do the skip to my destination, though. There we go. Make it easier.
Bulldozing and starting again. Leland Monroe, the man with the grin. Looks like he doesn't like to be disappointed. That's not how my pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners.
Oh, genius.
Hey, you just can't be walking around down here.
I'm Jack Kelso, from California Fire and Life.
I don't care if you're from the Vatican. Buzz off.
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and...
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
Looks like you do.
You're a real
I'm a real asshole.
I came to see the house where Lou Buckwalter died. You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down on the left. Don't know what you're looking for, smart guy. There's nothing there.
Then I'll poke around in the rubble.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
What a douchebag. Repeaty pictures. Just gonna try whatever I can. Damn it. Okay, and those all look the same. Yeah, these all look like the same car going down.
The place falls down, and then they bulldoze it. What gives here?
They are trying to cover it up, obviously. I'm gonna try this one, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's a different one. Oh, there was 64 95. Hell yeah. This one might be different as well. I'm not 100% sure. No, okay, that's one I've already gotten into. It kind of bothers me that it doesn't just show me like a different, like show me what car it is still. Maybe that has something to do with me being so used to like GTA and stuff where it tells you. I have to go the other fucking...
Let's try to piece this together. That's not right. Keystone Films? Who gets their lumber from a film studio?
Jackasses who are cutting corners.
You son of a bitch!
Oh, damn it. I did not mean to do that.
Oh, shit! Come on, Jack!
Excuse me. How the fuck did it put me into this thing? Nope. Figure I might as well just try every car I can. Nope. Nope.
Jack Kelso, California Fire and Life investigator. I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is 658 North Wilton Place. Is there anything else?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Alright. Guess let's go see if we can get some vehicles in here really quick. Maybe something's new. Okay. Clearly that's not. Let me just hit locations. And that way when I do find a vehicle that's new or something, I can just... Or once I've gotten through all these, I can just get in something and hold the button. Nope. Okay. I wonder if anyone just ever looks at, like... I always wonder what the NPCs think. They're just like, why does he keep getting in and out of these cars like that? Nope. My basic judgment is if it looks different enough from something else I've already entered in the same parking lot, I'll check it just to see. Even though I know there's a good chance that whatever I'm getting into is still something I've already gotten before. These might just be the same. I think these are the same car. Yeah. Alright, now let's get into this one by holding the button. Should technically still count even if it's being, the destination is being skipped like that.
Hi, Mac. I work for California Fire and Life. I'm looking into an industrial accident.
Here?
No, not here. The housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So,
I found some lumber over there, had the Keystone name printed on it.
We've been closed since '41. Never quite made the transition to talkies. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund are pulling the place down.
Know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nix.
Mind if I take a look around?
I'm kind of hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No. The only guys who go in or out are some delivery guys from Elysian Fields. They're working on a housing development over at Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
It's one way to keep your costs down. Too bad it won't support a roof.
Anything else to search over here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. There we go.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GI.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He is our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor. District Attorney Don Sandler and Police Chief Warren.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company.
You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity.
I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition.
It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor.
Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well basking in the reflection of the motion picture industry.
Hear, hear. And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser.
So, how is your new development selling, Leland?
Cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray.
And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public housing.
God damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism. Now, that's why we fought this goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door.
You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money.
The GI Bill is government money.
There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors.
Poor Curtis. So, when will the freeway bond be passed on?
It still has to be ratified. It takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development.
Rio should be nearby.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor, District Attorney Donald Sanders.
Operator, Los Angeles Police Dispatch, if it's not too much trouble.
Putting you through now.
This is Jack Kelso, investigator for California Fire and Life. Can you put me through to Curtis Benson, please?
Just a moment, please, Mr. Kelso.
Jack, how can I help?
Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes for GIs.
With green lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lickman. Call her as soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight, do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lickman or Luke Buckwalter.
Can you put me through to Michigan 221?
Putting the call through.
Hello?
Ms. Lichtman, it's Jack Kelso.
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you found?
It doesn't look good. I need to see you.
Meet me at the Blue Room. I work there tonight. I take a break around 9. I'll be waiting at the stage door. We can talk then. Auf Wiedersehen, Mr. Kelso.
Thanks, ma'am.
And don't suppose I'll make a plea, 'cause baby, you know I'm guilty.
What were you doing with him?
I was doing what you asked.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an alleyway.
Why do you snarl at me? Your friend came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man, and you have placed him in great danger. You've involved him in something, and he has no idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves a chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna try to finish this case up. Hoping to get this case finished before I have to leave for work. And I gotta leave in like 20 minutes, so I'm trying to go as quickly as I can.
You lose something, Mac?
I thought these private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Looks like the snappy repartee has all dried up.
Get on with it.
What's your hurry, Mac? You got some place to go?
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
Let's put a few packs in.
Time for you to lose some teeth.
I'm about to break your goddamn jaw.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll lay you out quick.
Oh, that's bullshit. I knocked one of them out.
You're warned, tough guy. Should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and into the trunk. Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't. He's in the trunk. He's going nowhere. The boys introduced themselves. What do you want done with him, Mr. Monroe? Yeah, I know a good place. Pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the hills behind Griffith Park. We'll deal with that German bitch next.
Elsa.
What the hell? Sorry, pal. Desperate times.
Fuck, hell yeah. Hell yeah, right there. Look at that. Another one down. 30 cars to go.
Monroe owns the city. Owns the cops. I need to find Elsa. Hey!
There we go.
Where are they? Is that the last of them?
control your car.
It's slowing me down because I'm in the space to enter the cutscene, but it didn't enter me in the cutscene. Oh, I guess there's not. It's not the cutscene yet. What the hell? There we go. That was weird. I feel like it was supposed to go in the cutscene. The game was just having an issue. Oh, I hope he goes to knock on the fucking apartment door and Cole answers, because that'd be really funny. These cases are all pretty short, though, is what I'm liking.
So you're still carrying that Army 45, Cole?
Oh, down he goes.
For God's sake, Cole! Call an ambulance!
I missed a clue? What? I got 5 stars on it, though. I don't know where I missed that clue.
Satchel charges on the cave entrance from above. Covering fire on weapons team. Look for snipers in the trees. You know the drill. No risks, no heroes, no prisoners.
You want some roast on this one, Sarge?
No, you guys have done enough. Head back to Webb's. We are going to blow every cave we come across. Close them down and move on, people.
Damn. I was hoping to get me a samurai sword.
Skipper says that Phelps has fallen behind again. He's got his fire teams checking every cave. He's lost another flamethrower. Wants you to get over there and hurry them along.
I think I either missed a pile of wood or I missed the film reel I was supposed to investigate.
Ho, boom. Weapons compass.
Sir. We have a major cave complex in front of us, Hogaboom. I want flamethrowers and BAR teams to clean it out.
Begging your pardon, sir. But if it's a big complex, why don't we bring the Shermans in? They can pour it in there.
We can't wait for tanks to be brought up. I'm already behind.
Then blow the cave. No skin off our nose. Bury them.
We are going in there and clearing them out. We are doing it by the numbers, Sergeant. Get your team in place. We're moving out. Mount up! First fire team and flamethrowers. Head in!
Saw it coming.
Where's he going?
Where's who going?
The big cowboy. He's going in. Who gave that order?
You did.
Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess. You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Hey, Elsa. What can I do for you?
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for him.
I just wanted to apologize
You
for...
don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect. If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join in. It's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
You want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
You think I fell down the stairs?
All right. Obviously,
Thanks for the patch up, Princess. Might be the only R&R I get for some time.
Obviously, that's going to be it for this stream for now. I do have to go to work, unfortunately. I'm glad I was able to stream for a couple hours, though, beforehand. So we'll be back probably later today to maybe do more and try to get through the rest of the arson desk at the very least. And then, yeah, I got to see where the 95%... I need to check a few things, because I think I have to find every clue for the City of Angels trophy. I just want to check that really quick. I know Magpie... We're going to obtain 5-star play through receive shameless to the stars when you get this trophy. Okay, it says you should get near the end of the arson desk, and we've only got like 3 more... I think like 3 more of these to do. City of Angels. I think I need every clue. Okay, no, it just says complete all story cases... Complete all street crimes, find all the landmarks, find all the newspapers, find all the golden film reels, and drive 95 different cars. Okay, so thankfully, I don't actually technically have to find all the clues. I would like to, but it's not the end of the world if I don't. But that is going to do it for this one, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next stream or video. Stay golden. Peace.